Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting to something that sounds maybe a bit technical. ICE 60947, Part 5, Section 2, 2019.
Right.
But trust me, it's like the hidden engine behind a lot of the automation you see. Our mission,
Yeah.
unpack this standard for industrial controls and show you why it's, well, a bigger deal than just some numbers.
Yeah, and what's really amazing, I think, is how these new standards, they're not just about stopping things from breaking. They're actually the foundation that makes, advanced robotics and super fast automation even possible.
Right.
They give us a level of accuracy and safety we just wouldn't have otherwise. It's fundamental.
That's a great way to put it, the hidden impact. Okay, so
Okay.
basics first. What are proximity switches? That's the core thing here.
Good question. So proximity switches are basically devices designed to spot objects without any physical contact at all.
Ah, okay, touch-free.
Exactly. Think of them as like tireless eyes for automated systems. This standard, it covers a few main types: inductive, capacitive, ultrasonic, and photoelectric switches. Each one works differently, uses a different method, but the goal's the same: detect something without touching it.
Okay, so no touching means less wear and tear.
Yeah.
Is that the big advantage over, say, old school physical switches? And where would we actually, bump into these?
Absolutely. That's a massive plus, the wear and tear thing. And that's why they're everywhere, really.
Right.
Especially where you need speed, accuracy, and stuff that just keeps working. So automation lines, packaging machines going full tilt, complex robots in factories, tons of industrial gear.
Like bottling plants or something.
Exactly that kind of thing, yeah. It's all about perfect, repetitive action that physical switches just couldn't handle long-term without failing or needing constant adjustment. Keeps things safe and precise.
Okay, clearly vital stuff. But why a whole separate standard just for these? Aren't there general electrical safety rules already? What's so special about proximity switches that they need ISAC 6094752?
That's a really sharp question because, yes, general safety is covered elsewhere. But this standard, 6094752, it digs into the very specific electrical, mechanical, and crucially environmental performance needed for proximity switches.
The performance aspect.
Precisely. It's about setting a really clear baseline for how these non-contact sensors must behave under different conditions: temperature, vibration, electrical noise, to make sure they're reliable. You can't have them giving false signals.
Makes sense.
And critically important, especially in India, under the compulsory registration scheme, the CRS, a lot of these components must comply with the standard. It's not optional for market access sometimes.
Okay, CRS. So that means it has real regulatory teeth. So who needs to be laser focused on this standard then? Is it just for the super specialized electrical engineers?
Well, if you zoom out a bit, it hits several groups. Definitely the manufacturers making machines that use these switches.
Okay.
Then the people designing the control panels, the brains of the automation.
Right, the integrators.
Yes, exactly. And really any company that provides automation solutions, the main takeaway is you need to comply. It's not just about rules. It's fundamental for safety, making sure things work efficiently, and frankly, getting your equipment approved to be sold and used.
So for those folks listening who are thinking, okay, I need this, how do they actually, navigate it? What's the process look like?
Right, the how-to. Based on the source material, it's a structured path. First, you've really got to understand the standard scope and figure out exactly how it applies to your specific switch or product. Then you need to pull together all the technical documents, design specs, performance data, that sort of thing.
Okay.
After that comes the testing, usually in accredited labs. They'll put the switch through its paces to verify it meets all the criteria in the standard.
Rigorous stuff.
Oh, yeah. And finally, assuming it passes, you work towards getting the BIS certification, that's Bureau of Indian Standards, making sure it's listed under the right product category. It's comprehensive.
Okay, so boiling it all down, understanding a standard like this, it's not just paperwork, is it? It's really about grasping the essential layers that keep our automated world safe and running smoothly, from tiny sensors to huge factory robots.
Exactly right. It's foundational. And, stepping back, it really makes you think.
Yeah.
How many other standards, like this one, super technical, totally unseen by most people, are quietly making sure everything around us, all the products, the systems we use every day, are actually reliable and safe? What does that tell us about, well, all the hidden engineering we just take for granted?
That's a really powerful thought to end on. Definitely something to chew on.